visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, sunflowers. How are you? How are you? And how are you? Well, I hope you had a good weekend. I really do. Well, today is Sunday. Yep, Sunday, and we're in, what is this? The 5th of the 5th of October. Now you know when the sentence, it wasn't a sentence. What is it called? Friday, when they
sentenced him to
they sent he wanted to know would he be acquitted or not, right? That's what this meeting was. No, I don't remember.
No, his acquittal was on September 25th.
Right, that's when we did the reading, before the acquittal. Okay, so we here, we want to talk about our reading, and we want to talk about our opinion on what we feel about the verdict. Okay. But first, let's talk about my opinion. First of all, when I went back and I looked at the video, I was absolutely amazed how astonished I was accurate on his feelings.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a soul reader. And what I do, I can pick up vibrations from within you. I am not much of a predicted person that says, you know, this is going to come today, this is going to come tomorrow. I'm not much, that's not what I do, right. But I enjoy doing it. So that's why I said me versus the cards. That's how I said I was going to do it.
Yes.
So, but I wanted to come back on, and I wanted to say I still stand flat-footed and believe that he's going to walk.
Yeah.
I believe that this was done as a reprimand, as an example. The question is, Diddy has been in jail for 13, 14 months.
Yes.
And he's in jail for now, we know. He was in jail for the Mann Act.
Yes.
And the Mann Act is, you know, bringing prostitutes over into another state.
Yes.
Now, normally this can serve up to 10 years. Okay. That's all he's in for 2 acts of that. Everything else, he was acquitted. Everything else, that's it. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. And what I realize, and I begin to understand this more and more, when there's our judgment, and then there is the law of judgment. The people judgment is calculated and on this too. And I believe that the judge came in from a people's point of view. I believe that he was the 13th juror, because according to the law, according to the way everything went, according to it, regardless, only for the act, not his life, but his act. We're not judging like God. This is not day of judgment. This is the day of him standing before the Mann Act. That's it. Point blank, nothing else.
Yep, that's what it was.
He was in jail and tried to appeal 3 times, and the answer was no, no, and no, when they didn't have nothing on him.
Yep.
So now he done served 13, 14 months, all right, over a year. Yep. So technically by law, he would have walked off. He would have won. But the judge put his personal feelings in it, and also to change the law. I get it on both levels. I get it on both levels. I've been listening and listening and listening. That's why I didn't come right away. I've been listening. So on both ways. So when this law come up, they can have a case, but they need to to me, I don't know if they should take it off the books, but it shouldn't be no 10 years for this.
No.
Unless you've been, let me go another way. Karen Hugler had an accident in a car, wrecked a car, messed up public property because she ran to a tree, and the tree had feelings. I was don't let me think about the tree was traumatized, okay? And yet it took 4 times
Yes. it
before
did.
they sentenced her, and she only got 6 months, which is cool with me.
Mhm.
She paid.
Yep,
So
yep.
now what you have people saying, they looking at his life, you judging him for things that this is not what this is about. It's only about the Mann Act. Technically, he should have walked, but the judge got personal, and the judge made it about the jury. I feel as though looking at it and making my decision so you can learn your lesson and not do this again. I'm going to make an example out of you. I heard everything, but he came in the court with his mind made up.
He really did.
He already came made up. Why? Because you got what's that girl name? Cassie.
With her letter.
Well, her letter, you got these letters. But the thing with Cassie is, and I don't care, I said it then and I say it now, please, if you don't like what I say, that's fine with me. She was a whore. She was just as guilty.
She was.
She was just as guilty. But yes, but what they did, they take the beating. And once we see the beating, it takes us back to his whole life of all the things that he did that was not good.
Yes.
But he's done a lot of good things too.
Yes. But we overlook that.
But this is not what we're about. We're about ethics. And ethically, he was treated unfairly.
Yes.
The judge was not fair according to the law and according to what he was hit with. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So for me, it was wrong. So either he's going to get a pardon, or he done already said that he done did for drugs. So you get time for that. You get time for the time that he spent. You get all this time. By the time and good behavior, by the time they rack all this up, I don't even know if he may serve a year if the president don't pardon him. So in that sense, he has won. In that sense, he did get off. In that sense, he did walk free. Yes, in that sense. But in my sense, if you got to serve another day, you ain't got free. And your lawyers pumped his head up, making him believe that it was like etched in stone, because I did a reading on him and he was talking about, I channeled his soul, and his soul was up and down about it. He didn't feel as though, look at it again, he didn't feel as though he was going to go free. He just kept on feeling, I don't know, I got to trust you, I'm going up, I'm going down, I don't know. And this was a big letdown for him. So a lot of people looking at it that, he planned this meeting. I blame his lawyers for that.
100%.
I blame his lawyers for that. They made him feel that they had it.
Yes.
They made him feel like you could sleep at night. And you best to believe that this is all politics.
Oh yeah, 100. And
so you got to understand now, this is a war that ain't even about us. So this is about his team that's going to get him off. Why? Because why would I want to go to you if I'm a big dollar payer? I'm paying millions of dollars for you, buddy. I'm paying millions for you to get me off, and you fudge? Oh, no, that messes him up.
Yep.
This is in politics. So, yes, so the judge, he got his lick, but he made a statement at the end. Read that statement. This is what he said to Diddy, because he know, in my opinion, this is my opinion, in reading souls, in my opinion, he knew that Diddy was going to get off. That's why he said what he said. Go ahead, read it.
Yes. The judge said that, there was a bit that the judge said. So
go ahead.
Yes, it started.
This is what he's saying to Diddy at the end.
Towards the end. Okay.
Only the end, what he said to him at the end.
Saying that the court, okay, hold on. I got a better picture. Sorry, guys. I was looking at several different websites that had this up there.
Come on, dead space.
I did have it up. Okay. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. You have a chance to show your children what true change and accountability looks like.
Time. He knew he had changed. He knew. Go ahead.
Yes. I am counting on you to make the most of your second chance.
See, he knew. This is a code to me. Go ahead. Now, you all can believe what you want to believe. Like I said, there's politics all in this. They working with this bill, with this Mann Act. They had, in one sense, I understand why they did it.
Yes.
I get it. But he's the example.
Right.
But on the other tip, the judge is like, I'm not worried about you. It looks bad. You're not hung in there for this long. You on your way out. You on your way out. Finish.
Yep. The judge encouraged Combs that there is a light at the end of the tunnel despite the lengthy sentence. Mr. Combs, I know you feel you are in a dark place right now, but these crimes were serious ones. You and your family are going to get through this.
Time. This is him explaining, this is why I gave you what I gave you. This is him saying, first it's like, you're going to be all right. You're not going to serve. If I can't give you 11 years, that wouldn't be worth it. But I gave you the max of what I was working with, other than the fact because I wanted to show the world that this behavior is unacceptable. I took the opportunity. It may have not been fair, but I did what I felt as a judge that needed. I need to show the Cassies of the world. I need to show other people that there is justice. This is why this law is so important.
Yes.
So they can fix it. So he's saying this is like a two-headed, like, I know you're going to get off. You're going to be all right. I know a little bit more time. I know this is what he's saying. And then at the final, this is how it interprets to my soul. I'm a soul reader. Yeah. That is what I do. 100
language.
Huh?
I said it was coded.
It was so coded to me because why would the judge bother to say anything?
Yes. He gave him a prep speech.
He gave him a prep, like, I know this let you down. And I know that this is busted. I know it is. But unfortunately, I'm the judge and I have to judge rightly. If I gave it to you and let you walk, it'd be mayhem and madness. And these things are so deep that he walked a fine line. So he's like, from where I'm sitting, I'm as fair as I can be. But don't worry. It looked like it's not in your favor, but you have changed. That what he said?
Yes.
You're going to be all right. I seen you every day. I know what they don't see. So I know you're going to get out of here. But in the meantime, in between time, you're going to have to suffer just a little bit more. Go ahead. That's what I heard. I don't know about what you heard, but that's what I heard. And I'm only here to give you another way to look at things. Go ahead, baby Crone.
Yes. And then that was pretty much it. And then it says, as soon as the court adjourned, Combs got up from his seat and looked towards his family who were seated in the gallery.
So read that last sentence, what the judge said to him again.
Mr. Combs, you and your family are going to get through this. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
How coded can you be?
Exactly. As a judge, you're saying there's a light at the end of the
judge, if he was sending them down and he thought that he was really doing them 5 years, do you think I would want to hear that? Hell no. Yeah. No. He's saying that to him because we know what appearance look like. Yeah. And he's saying to him, it's not personal. I did this because of the circumstances. It's bigger than this. Mm-hmm. I know that this is way more than what you deserve. I know that. But all at the same time, there are several variables I have to deal with. And right now I'm choosing to be the 13th juror because I don't want anyone to ever think that it's going to be hunky-dory. Mm-hmm. You get a Mann Act charge, be afraid. I want to set it in stone. I want to make an example and I want this law fixed on the books. So this is something that is not acceptable and we're taking it seriously.
That's true, because before Diddy, how many of us really knew about the Mann Act?
No one knew, and no one, unless you was into law, no people knew that you can't take a prostitute across state lines. They couldn't get them for anything else. And the thing is, I thought they really had them for child molestation. Sorry for saying the word, but they didn't. So, and I know when people judge, they judge him for his life, but he's not on there for his life.
Right.
You mean to tell me, and let me say, I got to give it out to Trent because Trent explained this to me, and I thank you, Trent, for that, because he said that all he have to learn, jail is supposed to be for her rehabilitation. Rehabilitation. Thank you, baby Crone, for rehabilitation. He said in 14 months, you don't think that man has been rehabilitated? And which I felt that, oh, yes, my God, he is. Yep. And he's saying, and how rehabilitated for what? Rehabilitated from not bringing no more hoes over the line. Mm-hmm. How many times for all that he's been through, you don't think that's etched in his mind? You don't think that he learned, baby, I learned? Yes. But many people are not judging him for what he's on trial for. No. They are judging him for his life acts.
Yes.
And if that's the case, then all of us are in trouble.
That is true.
Be careful how you judge. Mm-hmm. Because the same way you judge, that's the way you judge yourself.
That is true.
Now I judge you.
Right, you judge yourself.
You judge yourself. The way you judge others, that's the way you judge you. And you live your life by the way you judge you. Yep. So if you're having a hard life and things are hard and you struggle, just understand I need to ease up on me. I need to take mercy on me.
That's true.
Me. Yeah. Because I'm judging harshly. And no, because Diddy ain't gonna feel it. He ain't gonna feel your judgment, right? Or nobody will.
Yeah.
But you. Mm-hmm. So when you judge, remember this. Remember when you judge anything, you're judging from your perspective. Yeah. Okay? And it depends on, do you judge? Do you judge with mercy or do you judge with lack of mercy? Do you judge, I've done the very same thing and got away with it, but I'm going to judge you even harder. Where do you fit in your judgment? That's true. Me, I fit by what is it? Ethics. Mm-hmm. I like ethics. Why? Because it keeps me on point and it's hard because it takes you to the deeper core of things, not just outside what I think or what I feel. It takes you with all of those variables to judge and make the right decision.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Here's the ethical. If you was walking down the street and you knew that this person, and let's say you in a bad way, you in a bad way. And somebody dropped $100. Mm-hmm. Now we know finders keepers losers weepers, right? We know that. So jeepers creepers, right? So we know that. So the man or the woman gets a further above you. You need this money. You need it, and you put your feet on that $100 bill. Mm-hmm. You slide it. Nobody sees it. Do you keep it? Or do you give it back to its owner? That's morality.
Yeah.
That's morality. That's ethics. What do you do in a situation like that? Tell me.
Yeah.
What would you do, baby Crone? And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I will tell you exactly what I'm going to do. What would you do?
Yeah, I would return the $100 back to the person that dropped it.
I would keep it. And I would say, this is a blessing. Their misfortune is my blessing. Thank you. And I'll play it forward. They don't know it's gone until they get where they're going.
It's true.
But in this case, remember, I needed it. So why wouldn't I look at that as a blessing? Their loss is my need. It fits my need. So now, do I feel bad? No.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
And wonders to perform. You're right. So no, for me, in that case, but that's not true for every case. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I would look at it as this is because I don't know. All I know is what they dropped and it was money.
Right.
It could have been $1 bill. It could have been a $5 bill. But when I got up on it, it was a $100 bill folded. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could be like the baby clone and give it back. And normally I probably would, but that's why I said I needed it.
Yeah, when you in need, you do things.
I gotta do what I gotta do. Sometimes when you in need, you do what you gotta do. Now, how did we get on this?
You know, that kind of reminds me, this is like a really throwback, but the movie The Miserables or Les Miserables, talking about how
The Miserables?
Yes, The Miserables, how the main character It's a musical. That's why I was like,
Have I seen it? Don't sound like it.
No, but it was based in France, and it was during a hard period in time in France. And this main character had stolen a loaf of bread because his family needed it. Yet he had to serve time for stealing the loaf of bread.
Absolutely.
So that's what it reminded me of.
And sometimes you do pay, but all at the time I needed it. I would be grateful, and that other person may have needed it too. But that's not for me to work out. That breadcrumb was saved for me. That happened to me. Now, if I didn't need the money and I was walking around and I had $500 in my pocket and that was just me getting ready to go to the mall because I wanted to get these shoes, yeah, I would say, excuse me, sir, miss, because I don't need it. So, like I said, I'm not saying I'm right. And I'm not saying I'm wrong, but these are the fine lines that we go through when we're dealing with ethics. You like that?
Yes, I do like that.
So that's how I judge. And right now, I get the judge. I do. But nevertheless, it was a down for us because it shows me that when it comes down to Black people, the law is still not going to be fair.
Yes.
That's what it showed me. If he would have got fair, because from the time I listened, I don't know about you, every white person that had any commentation about this Diddy trial talked about OJ. And I kept on trying to figure, what is the parallel between OJ and Red Room and prostitution?
Yes.
It was like, he got his judgment. This is OJ.
Yes.
Who's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. They like, yeah. Woo. And I'm like,
wow. Especially because it was on the day
of the third
too. So that was also weird.
Isn't that crazy? See, no coincidence.
I mean, I knew there was something special about October 3rd and what was
OJ
happening for
That
Diddy.
was the day OJ was set free. And so by him holding back on Diddy a couple of months or whatever, by him holding back and also dealing with the law, it's a lot of variables in there. But I'm just dealing with the ones that I can explain best. So to do that, he even let Diddy know in his final speech, you're going to be all right. You're going to get home soon. This is politics, bro. But I just want you to know why I gave you what I gave you. It's not that I don't think you have been rehabilitated. Come on. He let him know. No, we know. I know you changed.
Yep, I heard your letter.
I heard, and I seen you. If you read it again, he lets them know, I know you changed. And every commentator that's been out there, Morelli, Trent, all of, I don't know about Tisha Tales, but the rest of them, they have said they've seen how this man has changed, how it had broke him down, how he's unrecognizable. I've heard women say it, I've heard men say it.
Yes.
How this man is old, how this thing has broke him down, and people are still saying, he still ain't been a rehabilitation. Have you lost your mind? That's just like,
yeah, especially
let's just say you was a bad person. You just was a bad person. You wasn't nice. You was mean to people. You was mean to people. And all of a sudden you go to the doctor and they tell you got breast cancer, or they tell you got prostate cancer. And they say, we got to work on you immediately. You mean to tell me after hearing a blow like that, you don't change? This man who lived a life of luxury ever since he's been in his 20s, and maybe when he was a kid, everything was stripped. And most of all, we know he got a small phallus. We know everything about him just about. He's got to walk the streets, and people say he ain't been rehabilitated. Then you don't know what rehabilitation is. Let somebody give you a sentence of a disease.
Yeah. And
tell me it won't change you. The pain, the suffering of it.
Yeah.
It changed you. I'm a witness, because when I came down with that order, it changed me. It was like, not the judge, but the law itself, the universe itself changed me. Changed me. So for everybody sitting out there saying he ain't changed, he ain't sugar, honey, iced tea, where is that coming from? Why are you judging yourself so harshly?
Mm-hmm.
You're judging so hard that you're not even judging the facts. You're judging his life. You're judging what he should have got according to you.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful. If you happen to run by this video, be careful.
Okay.
Be careful how you judge. Have mercy. Have mercy for you.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's what you do to others you done did to yourself. You understand? And the thing is, he didn't take a life. There were no little kids.
No.
He was, everything he did to himself. He is where he's supposed to be. He's dealing with what he's done.
Yeah.
But when is enough for the crime that he's on trial for? That's all. I hope I made it clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
It's that. Nothing else. Nothing. That's just like, you on trial for stealing a pack of bubble gum. And then I say, yeah, but also, yeah, I remember you beat up this girl and you beat up this guy and you stole that also. But you're like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm not on the trial for my past transgressions. Well, I'm the judge and I'm going to make sure you not do it again. That's so unfair.
Yeah.
Because that's not what you was on trial for. And that's what I take away with ethics.
Mm-hmm.
Ethics teaches you to stay on point. Am I right, baby Crones?
Yes.
Not to go all over the place, but to take inventory of yourself and look at the problem or the situation and try to solve it the best way you can with a neutral solution. Mm-hmm. And that's what ethics has taught me. And this is why I'm in ethics. And do I think the judge, in spite of everything he said, I feel as though that he was the 13th juror. And that was not what this was all about. You judged him for beating that woman. And God knows I get it. But all at the same time, don't get me started. She stayed 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
She got paid money.
She did.
And she say she afraid. You know why she afraid? Because of the lies she probably told too. And so her mind is thinking, he gonna get out. He gonna get me. And he probably thinking, if I get out, I don't give a damn about her. I'm just done. Because if he's rehabilitated, he say he'll never come here again. And he ain't thinking about her. That paid in full. But when you're guilty, but when you done some stuff, you think everybody out to get you. That's guilt. That's guilt. Remember, she's guilty. Remember, she was a hoe in all this. That's guilt. And one of the ladies said they didn't even show up because they was like, I don't even want to deal with it no more. I'm done. No. And if it was that bad, why she stayed for 11 whole years? She wasn't 18, 21 when she left. She wasn't 22, 23 years, 25 when she left.
And allegedly she was still going back.
And still going back. But you know what? Guilt will make you, when you've done something and you ain't honest, guilt make you afraid, because when you tell the truth, nothing but the truth, you won't be afraid. Mm-hmm. Once you get that truth out you feel free as a bird.
Yes.
How does I'm free as a bird now? You feel free. But not her. No. He gonna get me. That's guilt. That's my opinion. Because guilt do you like that. Because she ain't being honest. She's not 100% honest, but that's something she got to live with. And right now, her conscience thinking, this man ain't thinking no more about you. All he want to do is get on to his family, loved ones. And he said, if I ever get out of here, I'll never. So why would I bother with you? Mm-hmm. He's changed and he will get out. And I stand on my reading. Mm-hmm. I think it was very emotional. I sat back and looked at it again, and it was very emotional. So if you haven't seen my reading on it, please do. And I still stand that I don't think Diddy is going to even do maybe a year or so. Maybe if that, if he don't pardon him. But I'm telling you, the whole time I read on Diddy, it has said that he will be free, he will be free,
Yes.
he will be free. And I have to believe that.
Yes.
Regardless of what it looked like. I knew that he wasn't going to serve 11 years, or I knew they weren't going to give him 10 years. I did think that they was going to give him 5. And even if they gave him 5 years, already a year or 2 is taken off of that. So here he gave him 2 years and 4 years and 2 months. So you already know a year's gone off of that. He's got a year gone off for good behavior. You got a year gone off because he got into programs. You get time taken off of if you follow the rules. And you know that he's been doing that.
Yes.
So, and remember, Diddy was in jail. Remember this. Diddy was in jail for the last 14 months for a crime that had not been proven. But they saw him as a flight risk.
True. That was true. We did forget.
So look at all of that. His freedom was taken away from him. He was denied bail 3 times. And yet he's sat in that jail for a crime. They ain't commit him or nothing. And at the end of the day, they get him for the Mann Act for 2 women. And that's it. And they still hold him. You tell me what's justice in that. There isn't any. But justice will prevail. That I know, and that I believe. And I understand the red tape and all of us to a point. But my thing is, did he had a got out? Yes. But according to the situation, and I understand, no. The way it's playing out, whether he get out 6 months from now, because if he goes for appeal, that's going to take time. If the president give him like the president said, I don't know. The president said, who was a Diddy? He didn't root for me.
Exactly.
So, but you got lawyers. They in politics. You do this as a favor for me. This goes deeper than that. So the president can give him a pardon, or he can wait for his appeal. And let's see what happens. So, but should he be serving 4 years for this particular crime? No. If we're talking about the crime, not his life, the crime. Do I think he'd been rehabilitated for that crime? Most definitely. And that's where I stand. What about you, baby Crone?
Yes, I definitely stand on the fact that really, I'm just on the side of the cards. And, it would have been different if the cards didn't for like a good whole summer, the whole trial you was reading on Diddy. It would be a different story if the cards didn't say, don't be surprised if he gets off. But that was like the running theme from reading to reading.
Don't be surprised.
So at this point, I'm like, okay, he got tried. I'm like, this was his sentence, but somehow, some way, miraculously, it's going to work out in his favor.
Somehow, some way.
I'm like, somehow. The card said it, so I got to believe it.
The card said somehow, some way it's going to work in his favor, and it doesn't tell you. I mean, when we're reading it as like it's going to happen tomorrow, but and I know it don't work that way. So I'm happy with the reading. I stand flat-footed down on it. And in some cases, people feel as though he did get off.
Yeah, which was
I don't see it, because if I got to go back in, I'm sorry. But if I look at it from that viewpoint,
right?
Yes, he did get off.
Yes, technically. Especially the judge.
Like a technical knockout. I don't knock you out, but you wasn't able to stand up and pin. So you still was cold, but you just was struggling. But technically a knockout is when your eyes closed and you're out.
Yes.
But still a knockout is also you are unable to pull it together within the count of 10.
Yes.
So he had a technical knockout, but he wasn't knocked out,
right,
but a technical one. The judge got him, and I think it was unfair, but due to the circumstances,
Yes.
I do understand.
Hopefully this makes some changes to the Mann Act, or because then this would have been all for nothing. So that's how I feel.
Right. Like I feel as though why have a juror there to already say he's innocent when the judge is just going to override and make him innocent and charge him for the acts that he was. I think that's so unfair. I do.
I didn't even think about it like that.
You didn't?
No, I'm like, you're right. What was the whole point in having the juror say?
And the reason why I say that, because I listened to Trent when he rant, he was very disappointed, and he stood up for what he believed, and Trent out loud, he really did. He really blew his top, and he was the one that really helped me to understand about the rehabilitation. So he was able to give me a viewpoint and make me look at it in a whole different way than way I was looking at it. So I thank you, Trent, for that. If you happen to, I know he won't, but I thank him anyway. So anyway, babe, is there anything you want to say?
No, there's not much to say other than we'll just have to wait and see.
We still have to wait and see. It ain't gonna, remember, this is the end of the end right now, because unless Diddy walked out that door, those lawyers ain't letting this go like this ain't over. This is the end of the end. Right. So this is still not over. And I think his sentencing is going to be tomorrow. Monday, right?
Let me see.
The date of when they say where he go, what is he trial, how much time. They said date in 4 years, but by the time they subtract everything and what he get, I'm curious to see. But they're going to get an appeal. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got like 2 years and something. 2 years if they go by that tomorrow. But if did he serve a year, and that's going to be due to the red tape. Mm-hmm. Because even though they may give him, he may have to wait months before the date come up.
Yes, I was unable to find when his next court date is.
I thought it was Monday.
Whenever
it is, we'll keep you posted to that. We'll keep you posted, most definitely.
Yes, we're keeping our eyes on this Diddy case for sure.
When we've been watching it from day one and going by, we have reputable people that we follow. And
also, I just realized this. While I was looking this up on Google, why did he have to pay a $500,000 fine?
Because he was guilty.
God, you're guilty and got to pay up? Okay.
You gotta serve pay money and do time. It's so unfair. I know.
God.
Well, anyway, we hope you enjoyed our commentary on the Diddy.
Check out that video if you haven't, about our reading on Diddy.
It was an emotional. I feel as though after hearing what all the commentators had said, I feel as though that I was on point with the emotionalism, because that is what I do. I am a soul reader. I'm able to go in and give you the sentiment of what is going on. Mm-hmm. Right? Yes. That is what I do. And like I said, as far as forecasting, I used to didn't do it at all. But I like it because I know it's me versus the cards. And I understand that that's the part of card casting as a game.
Got you.
Part of it is a game, but the object of the game is to win and not lose. It's a forecasting game. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel as though we lost. No. So I feel as though I need at least 8 months to see before I can make an assessment. But right now, even if he served 4 years, I don't feel as though I lost, because overall, when you look at it, he don't have to do 10 years.
That's true, and that is a win.
And that's a win. So with that being said, I just hope that you enjoyed this. Please leave your comments down below. This is a station where you can voice your opinion. No hard feelings. This is a place where we find love. This is the sunflower. Are we for Diddy? I don't know Diddy. I'm just for righteousness, the right thing. Mm-hmm. When I don't know what to do, I just want to do the right thing in life. I want to make right decisions, a decision that I've thought about and that I feel good about it. I don't have to know you. I want somebody, if I was in trouble, I want somebody that's going to judge me fairly.
Yes.
I don't care what they said about me. And it could all be true. But judge me on what I'm being charged for. No more, no less. I want somebody that can sit and separate and judge. Mm-hmm. And to me, the judge didn't do that. No. And that's my opinion. Mm-hmm. Because had he did that, he would have let him go. Or maybe say, I'll give you 6 months. Uh-huh. He could have, but he didn't because he wanted to make an example. And that's not cool. So for me, that makes it still let you know that people of color is going to struggle with the system. Yes. Because right then, all they saw was OJ. We got you, OJ. I don't understand. How. I don't understand it. OJ got away, but you won't. I'm like, this is crazy. Yes. And that's where I've been. But nevertheless, I took time out.
Has there been a big trial like this since OJ?
I don't think so. No.
That's probably why.
I don't think so. And this wasn't even about Red Room.
No, it wasn't.
So this is about prostitution.
Yes.
And taking over lines. That's what this was about. No more and no less. And with that being said, again, we thank you for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed this. Please, if you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up. Please, please, and thank you. And if you have any comments, it does my heart fine, leave them down below. And you may not agree with me, and that's cool. And I may not agree with you, but that's cool. But this is a station where we're about love, and we're grown-ups. So we are able to express our feelings and not be offended. That's when you know you're a grown-up. When somebody go up against your belief and you find yourself not being able to because you're getting all mad and twisted, then you have to say, I'm very immature about this. These are my feelings and I'm entitled to my feelings. But the other person don't have to be. And when you've grown up, you know the difference, right? You begin to understand we can agree to disagree. And with that being said, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we normally don't come on Sundays, but I really needed yesterday to really just get information because I was just at a loss. And but I feel like I understand a lot. What about you? Is there anything you want to say as you close us out?
No, other than just look at our tarot reading and hopefully in due time.
What's the name of the tarot reading again?
Will Diddy be set free?
Oh, the emotionalism, and that it was so real because I kept on saying, he just begging the court. And now I understand that it was in him. He knew that there was a chance that he wasn't going to let him go. Mm-hmm. When I sat back and looked at it, he knew.
He knew, and he knew not to trust his lawyers.
He knew, but he did anyway. And that's when I sat back, it was so in my face, but because I'm going through it, I can't see it until after. Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, that's all I got to say. And you know what we say? Sunflowers.